We are live. What is going on, everyone? Man, that was a close one, right? That was not the game that we hoped. It was not the game that we expected, right? Hope it would have been nice if we got the win rather handily, but hey, we'll take the wins as they come. No complaints about getting the win. It's just I even made a community post about it at halftime. It's just every game. It's like we get into these holes. And it's like, can we just string together 48 minutes of quality basketball start to finish? Like, can we please just keep that structured, keep that in line? This was just a game that this is a game that it felt like we should have lost, like literally. But we'll dive into it in a second. Real quick, everyone that's here at this time, thank you so much for taking time out of your day. I really do appreciate it. Anybody that's watching this on the replay, thank you so much. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. But diving into the box scores before we get into the actual ins and outs. Diving into, why isn't this pulling up? Here it is. There we go. Okay, so diving into it, we got LeBron James had monster game today, 26 points, 7 assists, 7 rebounds. He was doing a little bit of everything, and it's crazy. He really came through, especially in the fourth quarter. Had some huge buckets. Anthony Davis had a game that you would assume Anthony Davis should have. I love seeing the passion from Anthony Davis. Love seeing that. His jumper, his jumper is just not there right now. But hopefully that comes back into form as we move forward to the season. He did just get back, but Anthony Davis had 31 and 14. He also had 2 assists. 5 offensive rebounds, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. So he had a very good game. Dennis Schroeder had some big moments, but he missed 2 free throws. I don't know what it is about this team and missed free throws. You had Patrick Beverley. When Patrick Beverley missed those free throws, I really thought it was over. I really did. I was like, oh, here we go. We're getting a previous Pacer game 2.0. That's exactly what this is going to be, and we're going to end up losing at the buzzer. But credit everyone, great defense, great just collapse on the defensive end, trapping them in the corner. I really like seeing that. That was awesome. And hopefully that continues to be a thing. Hopefully the Dallas Mavericks continue to smack the Pelicans. My concern though with the Pelican game is that if they lose to Dallas, which they should, they're down 27 at halftime. If they lose to Dallas, they're going to be on a 10-game losing streak going into us. And that's a bit of a concern, right? Although teams do lose 11 games, 12 games, so on and so forth. But still, it's a little concerning. But, hopefully we can get the Pelicans win. That gets us right there. Plus, that'd give us a tiebreaker over them, which is good, too, because that means we would have won both games against them. And hopefully we can start clawing back. We definitely needed this win. We need some of these teams to keep losing. Another game to keep an eye on is Denver and Golden State. We need Denver to get that win against Golden State, and then Milwaukee hopefully beats the Clippers. And then we're inching closer. We're getting there. We're inching closer. But Jerry coming in hot with the first. What is up? How are you? Appreciate you being here. Next up, I don't know when Bad missed those free throws and was Dennis Can't and locked Tyrese in the fourth. Tyrese's dog. Dude, Russ was terrible tonight for one. Tyrese I was just toying. It was Breakfast Club is what Tyrese was doing to us. Tyrese was just killing us. Absolutely killing us. But Russ did have some good defensive plays towards the end. I did like that. But he's got to make better shot selections. Like I said, I don't mind, on the kick out, he's wide open, shoot the 3. Those I don't mind, but shot selection's got to be a little better. Damn, great game. Pat Bev gets the player of the night for me. I just, when he missed those free throws, I thought it was over. I was like, no way, we're about to lose this game. Came back, got the lead, got the stop, everything we needed, and it was just, but we won the trade, or we won. Need a trade ASAP. Got it. Yeah, I agree. We really do. I still don't think we get a trade till after the road trip. I think once the road trip's over, then we'll probably get a trade. We need to make a trade. We can't afford to close games like this. We need a closing team. Nevertheless, great win by the Lakers. Yeah. Again, I don't see us doing that until we actually get home from this road trip. Very likely, I wouldn't be surprised if it's LeBron gets his accomplishment and becomes number one all time, and then I think that we might see something. So probably like middle of next week is my guess. Maybe like Tuesday or Wednesday of next week if we do a trade. I hope Jeannie is crying right now watching an amazing stretch 5 that can block 80 and healed, that can knock down anything, while her main prize is 216. Yeah, it was rough. It was rough. There's no possible way Russ survives the trade deadline. Also, Beverly too, probably. I think that they're going to try to trade both of them. I really do. I think it just comes down to the deals. Comes down to the trades, like what's available, what's out there that they can find. Welcome to 2023 Lakers, where they have to play against the other teams, Westbrook and the refs, in order to win. I love Pat Bev, even if he missed that 2 free throws. Yeah, dude, that was got to make those. Zion and AD played almost the same games. I thought Triple J made an all-star team over 80. I know there was a couple, even James Harden, like that was surprising. James Harden's actually having a really nice season again. It was really surprising that there was a couple snubs for sure. 2 of 16, 0 of 5 from 3, 4 turnovers, straight up disaster from Russ. Yeah, he had a very bad game. Very bad game. Hit those Laker fans. Yes, please take a second. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. If you're not subscribed already, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm only 30 subs away from 8K. So if you're not subscribed and you're watching this, take a second. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Remember when I said we can win games with Russ shooting bad? Look how good God works. Team sport, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely. But we need Russ to be better, man. We really do, KB. It's hard. It's hard. AD was a dog tonight. He was. I loved what I saw from him. Why is no one passing to Rui? He was open so many times early in the game. Dennis let Rui hang over and over. Maybe Dennis is worried about getting traded. Can't expect Rui to heat up in the fourth. I've said it before. Like, they really need to run sets and plays for Rui. The guy he's basically just feeding on scraps, and he's being put in these tough positions to shoot. And he's still, giving us quality buckets here and there. And it's like, but he's just like, even the 3, he shot 1 3, and the 1 3, he wasn't wide open. Like, he had 5 of them that were wide open, and they just kept looking off of him. Get him some calls in the post, allow him to just go to work, and I get it. He doesn't want to be too aggressive because he just got to the team, but still, like, they got to figure out a way to get him to eat. They really do. They really do. Lake Show, it was wonderful. Good win. Good win. I mean, not the way that I wanted it to be, but we'll take it. Let's get Tyler Thomas up. I know. I need to have another vision. Was it That So Raven, where I'm just we're going to trade for. This game shows why I'm not keen on them trading Beverley. We need his defense. Just trade Russ for shooters. I don't care if we overpay. Just get shooters. Teams are literally just clogging the paint. We need shooters desperately. Problem with keeping Patrick Beverley is we need players that are just more talent. We need talent. We need starting level talent. We need talent in general. We need shooters. We need everything. And if Patrick Beverley can get you that, you got to let him go. Like, Patrick Beverley has nice moments here and there, but you got to, if you can get an upgrade, you got to get an upgrade. We need to defend 48 minutes, though. Shit is annoying. I agreed. It's just, can we put a 48-minute game together? Like, just once? Like, every game, it's like we're down 12, we're down 20, we're down 15, we're down 25, we're down, like, and every game we're trying to play catch-up rather than just, going with the flow of things, getting the stops, getting the things we need. Just, all I want is just, a handful of games of just good 48-minute basketball where a team doesn't shoot the lights out against us. It's like every game, it's like the team just shoots the lights out in the first half. We can't stop nobody. And then, or there's a quarter, and it's usually like the second or third quarter where teams just kill us. And then we're like clawing our way back, trying to fight back to get into a position to where like we can make it a game. And then we take the lead, and then it's a close game down the stretch because we just worked our tail off to get back. And it's just like, I really want to just see the Lakers have just a solid stretch. Just give us a solid stretch and a solid game of just, like I said, like 48 minutes start to finish. I would love to see that. Like the video. Yes. Thank you so much, KB. Take a second if you're just tuning in. If you've been tuning in, whatever, hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. And as May said, let's get Tyler Damas up to 8K. I'm almost there. I'm 30 subs away from 8K subs. So if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, take a second, hit that subscribe button. Join this Laker community. It's amazing. And we get to have these conversations and these talks post-game all the time. Got videos daily, all that stuff. So please take a second, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It would mean a ton. Sham nearly cost us the game. One, where is the situational substitution defense lineups? Last shot, large players on ball inbound. 2, when is Gabriel and Christie? 3, enough at 3-guard lineups. Dude, I was like, I don't know why we ended up going small and had Rui and LeBron playing the 4 and 5 spot. That made like zero sense to me. It kind of worked out, I guess. We weathered the storm a little bit, and I get we were trying to play faster and getting the runs, but we need to have better lineups, and that's actually one of the big reasons why I hope that we get a trade done and we unload, Beverley and Russ and stuff, because then we won't have 5 small guards on our team to where Darvin Ham does nothing but play those guys. I don't get it, and I mean I do get it. He likes the ball pressure in the front. He believes that that's key. You have the ball pressure in the front, get the front pressure, and that's how it leads to turnovers, fast break points, all of that stuff. But not with 2 6-foot guards. If you have, let's say if you had Patrick Beverley and Troy Brown, sure, have Troy Brown pressure up in the front, because he's got the size, he's got the length, he's got the speed, he's got the athleticism. Sure. But when you have Patrick Beverley and Dennis Schroeder and Patrick Beverley and, Russell Westbrook, it's rough. Maybe certain stretches, sure. If you're depending on the matchup or just nice little stretches throughout the game, you want Bev and Schroeder as your 2 pit bulls up front, just hounding. I get that. I understand that. But it's we do it in crucial times. We do it for long extended periods of times. It's come on, man. Get it together. But we need shooters so bad. We were down 15 points originally because they had 11 threes. So our 2, we need to be able to combat their scoring runs with threes of our own, which we can't do right now. Yes. I mean, we need shooting terribly. Absolutely terribly. That's the problem is we're 26th, 27th or something like that in 3-point percentage. And it's not good. We're just not a very good 3-point shooting team to put it even nicely. We were 6 at 22 tonight. It's not going to get it done. Not going to cut it. But no, we'll see. You said we had to go 20-10. We are 1-0 so far. Let's go. Yes, we do. We really need to go. And I really do believe we can go 20-10. I really do. I mean, like I've said, we've had the 8th best record since the 2-10 start. We've done that primarily without LeBron James for a good stretch in the beginning, and then Anthony Davis for an even longer stretch. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that all these guys are healthy, they play, we go on a nice little run, we win, 20 out of 10 games. I would like 20 out of 10, but even if we make let's say we win 17 out of 13, right? If we go 17-13, that's probably enough for us to get into a playoff spot. But I'd like to go 20-10 the rest of the way. We can go 20-10 the rest of the way. I really believe that we'll be the 5th or 6th seed at the worst, because that would give us basically 43 wins. And now we're in a stretch of 44 wins. So now we're in the thick of things. And I don't think it's a realm of possibility, especially our last 15, 12 to 15 games, something like that, are all extremely winnable games. All of them. We play Chicago twice. We play Utah twice. We play who is it? Toronto, I believe, twice or once or something like that, and they're probably going to blow it up. So, we have a stretch towards the back end of our season that are all very winnable games, very winnable. There are a couple that are tough in there, like the Clippers, which I do believe we could beat the Clippers. It's just they just seem to have our number. But yeah, so like the back half, like the last like 15 games, we could easily go like 12 of 15, win 12 of 15 of those games easily. So hopefully that's what ends up happening. Our free throw shooting was great until the fourth quarter. I don't know what it's like. Everyone forgot how to shoot free throws in the fourth quarter. I mean, even Dennis Schroeder missed 2, and he's been like 90% this season. Oh man. The team won, and Russ was a part of this win. His reserve unit was key as our starters were outscored too. Yeah, I mean, look, Russ deserves the credit in the sense of like just the defense and the playmaking and spots, but like he's like his offense has just been non-existent. He's been really bad on the offensive end, and his decision making at times is just it's rough. And look, I'm a huge Russ fan. I love Russ. I've defended Russ. But like, we got to be honest, if he's having a bad stretch, he's having a bad, and he has. The last game, he actually had a really good game, and I commended him for it. But the last like 6 out of 7 games, it's been rough. It's been rough to watch at times. So Russ needs to get traded ASAP. We'll see. Supposedly they're talking Russ trades right now. Salute. What is going on? I appreciate you being here. How are you? Salute. As good as Pat Bev has been in moments, he's been just bad at others. Also, his contract is pretty large for trading as opposed to other players. We need to trade him. I think so too. I don't want to just give him away, but like if you find a trade that makes us better and gives us talent, then yes, you got to make the trade. You got to make the move. You just have to. Look, he's had moments. He's had games. He's had stretches where he's looked brilliant. He's looked like the guy we needed him to be. He hit a big 3 that we really needed, which was great. But, it's the lack of consistency this year from him. He's not consistent like he was or like we need him to be, which is something else. So my hope is that they find a piece that does. And yes, like Black Star said, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Take a quick second, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I am 25 subscribers away from 8K. That would be amazing. Those missed free throws almost got us. When Patrick Beverley missed those 2 free throws, I swear to you, I thought it was over. I really did. I thought it was over. I was like, uh-oh. This is the Pacers game 2.0. That's literally what I thought. I was like, this is going to be exactly how the last one went, down to the stretch, and they're going to beat us. And luckily, we pulled it out. Luckily, we did. And May, coming in hot with the $2 super chat. Thank you so much, May. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Shout out, Laker fam, best official Laker channel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I love it. I love being able to just come on, whether we win or lose, have these conversations, just have a good time, right? I mean, that's what it's all about, especially when we get a win. It's nice. It's nice to have these moments together and all that stuff. And I can't wait for the rest of the season. And then even after the season is over, we'll still do live streams. We'll still talk, still get to do stuff. I love it. I love these live streams. And thank you, May. I really appreciate you for the super chat. You're awesome. Thank you. Ham got to play Max in games like these. The dude is a rookie, but still one of the best defenders on the team. Let that man get his lumps and experiences. I agree. I think he would have played if we weren't getting smacked the whole game. I think if the game was closer, I think we would have. I think he would have gotten his minutes. I think he would have played a little more. But because trying to play catch up, I think that's why he didn't like to play, or they didn't want to play him. But I do think he needs to get some rotation minutes. He's earned it. If we would have lost, they would have blamed it all over. Oh, absolutely, they would have, without a doubt. I mean, Russ is the scapegoat always. I could already tell when we started slow, it was going to be a rough game, and the lack of shooting on this roster shows itself yet again, and we almost lost because of it. Seriously. It's so like we go through these stretches that are just so hard to watch, and you're just like, man, like, come on. We really need like 2 or 3 3-point shooters, because I don't think one guy is going to fix it. Like, I really believe we need like 2 or 3 guys that can come in and really like just be consistent from the 3-point line. Russ and Bev ain't getting traded, folks. The team is starting to win, and it's close games. I mean, it's very possible. I mean, maybe they keep him, but I don't know. I mean, we've seen reports that they're concerned about Russ. in the playoffs, which is a very real possibility. There's talks about how they're talking with teams about Russell Westbrook trades, so it wouldn't surprise me. I don't think they're just going to trade him just for the sake of trading him, but if they can find like a good solid deal, I absolutely think that he's gone. I absolutely do think that they're going to trade him. I think it just depends on what's on the table. I just think it depends on what offers are there, what moves are there available to make, what teams are not going to try to gut us for taking on Russell Westbrook. I think all of those things. The Lake Show coming in hot with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Lakers need to really take it to another level. An additional wing, 6'7" and 6'9", a starting competent point guard, a starting shooting guard, a shooter, and a backup setter. Yes, we need a lot. I am with you. I do think though, like if we can do either like the Hornets deal, right, and get several pieces from the Hornets, like a Terry Rozier, Gordon Hayward, Kelly Oubre, PJ Washington, or maybe we get McDaniels. That would be nice. If we can get like a nice package from them, we could still, because I imagine you're not giving up both firsts in that deal, or you shouldn't even really give up a first period in that deal. But let's say you still have a first or whatever when all is said and done. You can then go take say Patrick Beverley, Lonnie Walker, and a first. Go get like a Gary Trent. Like if all is said and done, if we can land like say Terry Rozier, Gordon Hayward, Kelly Oubre, Rui Hachimura, and Gary Trent, so it's a pretty good turnaround. Because now we got guys that can shoot, we got guys that can play make, we got guys that can just go get a bucket. You got Gary Trent, and you got Terry Rozier that can score at all three levels. Something like that, I think, would be very solid. You still got free agency options as far as centers go, and then you also, which I would like them to take a look at Hassan Whiteside. Go look at Whiteside and see if maybe get something there as like a shot blocking big, or wait till buyout. Right, there's probably going to be several options in the buyout market. Would be my guess as well. So, but again, the Lake Show, thank you so much. I really appreciate that super chat. That was very kind of you. Westbrook was terrible. Shaking my head. He had a rough game. He did. Fourth quarter defense was outstanding. Agreed. We really did. Everybody had some very solid defense. Rush shot bad. Yeah, the Lakers still won. Yeah, he got another double-double. Haters are fuming. I love it, KB. Loved AD. In the last minute of the game today, hit a massive shot in the end and a big rebound for the game. Whoever was chirping, not to mention his block. He also had that big block. This was the AD we needed. This is dominant Anthony Davis that makes us scary, right? Like, and that's what we saw today. Would you do AD for Lillard straight up and then use Russ's contract to get other pieces? I wouldn't. I mean, Damian Lillard is as much injury prone as Anthony Davis these days. And on top of that, when it comes to like the impact that Anthony Davis has on this team when he plays, it's just, there's nobody else in the league that could give you that except for like Giannis, but you're not going to get Giannis, right? So, I mean, outside of him, like the defensive prowess, like the offense, the rebounding, just everything that he gives you, the impact on both sides of the ball that he gives you, it's unparalleled. I would love to see Damian Lillard in the purple and gold, but realistically, one, I don't think he's ever going to trade it. I know this is just a hypothetical thing, but one, I don't think he's ever going to request a trade. And if he does, by that point, it's probably too late. It's probably like, unless it happens in the next year. But in general, nah, I wouldn't. And that's my problem with even the idea of trading AD is like, what are you going to get? Like, what are you going to get that's that impactful? You're better off building a roster and a team. Anthony Davis is going to miss probably 40 games a year. It's just the NBA today. You see a lot of teams do it, but like look at a team like the Clippers, right? Like their two stars miss like as much as AD, right? And because of that, they've put a roster around them that's really good and competitive, even when they don't have their stars. So when their stars do play, they usually win those games. And then once they get to the playoffs, it's like, okay, well, we're in the playoffs. We got our stars. Let's go. We're off to the races. So, don't want to see anyone defending Russ tonight. This said he was a $47 million man. Yeah, he had a very, very rough game. We need this type of production from AD the rest of the way. Facts. We absolutely do. Like I said, we need to go about 20-10. We really do. We need to go about 20 and 10. We should have traded for Buddy and Miles in the summer. Both outplayed Russ by a lot tonight. I still not really big on that trade. I'm glad that they didn't do it. I mean, would we be better? Probably. We should be. I think we'd be better, but I don't know if we'd be that much better. We'd have no assets. I think that there's other deals. Like I said, let's see what the end result is. Because what if they're able to build a legit championship contender this season? Even if we don't win, but we're like, man, like this team's really good. Now we have a full off season, a full training camp, a full preseason. Let's go. Let's go get this. Let's go get some wins, right? Like I personally want to wait for the end result. If they don't do something, then we'll judge them accordingly. If they do something, we'll judge them accordingly. What's going on, Jason? How are you? Appreciate you. Why Ham goes small ball so often, especially with Thomas is having a good game? Why not play all three? I get Bev's defense is valuable, but Thomas can space the floor and anyone team. I don't get it either. But being honest, like I don't understand why in the world you would go Rui and LeBron at the 4 and 5. That's just not something. I mean, if you're playing like the Warriors and they have like Draymond at the 5, sure. But when you're playing a team that has size, like you should probably go size. But no, I just your guess is as good as mine. Like I said, you're killing it with the videos, man, and those thumbnails, though. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, just grinding away, trying to become a fixture. That's all. So take a second, hit that subscribe button. I'm 22 subscribers away now from 8K. I know for a fact there are 22 of you that aren't subscribed. So take a second, hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate you taking a second. When Pat Bev guarded Tyrese smile. Yeah, history doesn't lie. Russ has been to the West Coast finals when played with elite teammates. Yes, he has a good pedigree. Hated rooting against the shot by fellow buddy, but oh well. Go Lakers. Yeah, I was like, oh man, I really thought I was like, oh man, we saw this movie a couple days ago or a couple weeks ago, right? When we played these guys last time. I was like, he missed the free throws. They're going to get the ball. They're going to knock down a shot, and that's it. And, oh, man. Pat Bev showing why he's needed. You need a scrappy cheerleader who hustles to go deep. Besides Bev, who else has that energy? His offense isn't a liability anymore. He's essentially necessary. I think it depends on what it is. Like if you get a deal in a trade for a guy that not only helps now, but helps for the foreseeable future, I think you have to do the deal. Like if you're just unloading Pat Bev just to unload Pat Bev, right? Like then no, I don't see the point of that. But if you find a good deal that just gives us better talent, I think you got to do it. Now, if we end up trading Russ and get some solid pieces or something like that, like say we get Fred VanVleet and Gary Trent, sure. Although my concern is that we get lineups of like Dennis Schroeder, Patrick Beverley, Fred VanVleet, and Gary Trent with like LeBron at the 5. But I don't know. Time will tell. We'll see how it goes. I just think it depends on what the deal is and what's actually out there. Jason coming in hot with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Russ shooting is like an unintentional turnover. It is at times. It's just picking your spots. Look, I don't mind when Russ shoots the 3, and I want him to shoot it when he's wide open. Like I really do, right? Like because and I get he's probably gonna miss 5 out of 6 times, but what it does is it allows us to get set. It gives us an opportunity. It allows us to, compete for offensive rebounds and stuff like that, especially when we got like guys like AD on the floor and stuff. Like it just depends. Like if you're open, shoot the ball. You're an NBA player. Even if you go, 1 out of 4, that one has a factor, but you're also not disrupting the flow of the offense and teams. And if you do start making them, now teams have to go and contest it. Like we saw it the other day, Russ hit 2 threes. He was 2 of 4 from 3, and teams had to go out and start contesting it because he started to knock down the shot. So that opened up the lane, and he was able to kind of give you that pump fake and then just drive. We need that. But it's the early in the shot clock, pull up threes, or the, drive into the hoop, stop, pull up early into the shot clock. It's just it's decision making. It's pacing yourself. It's finding the right time to shoot and score and stuff. Early on, if you try to get a quick 2-for-1, sure, I get it. It's early, especially if it's a tight game. You're trying to get a quick bucket. Cool, I don't mind it. But with 6 minutes left in the second quarter, you shouldn't be just as soon as you touch the ball, jacking up a contested three over two guys. Like, just depends on where you're at. It's just awareness, basically what it boils down to, awareness. But again, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Jason. This loss would have been on Pat Bev if the Lakers didn't win. Seriously, like you got to make those free throws, man. Got to make those free throws. But luckily, it worked out. He had a big moment, big shot, he was good. He was solid. Opinions on the Orlando trade. We, in my opinion, need a big body down low. AD is off the court to rebound, and I feel Mo can do that and play the level of Miles Turner at his best. He's young. He's nice and young too. Yeah. So if you can get if you could trade Russ, let's say for Mo Bamba, Gary Harris, and Terrence Ross, absolutely go do that. Right? That would be great. You get a young center for now and the future. You get a guy who, if you look at Mo's per 36, it's identical to Miles Turner. Exactly. To the percentages. Miles Turner's just he averages one extra block a game. So Mo is 2 blocks and Miles is 3, something like that. But in general, if you look at it across the board, it's nearly identical. I wouldn't mind that. You get Terrence Ross, you get Gary Harris, and 2 guys that can shoot, 2 guys that can play on the ball, play off the ball, can go and generate buckets. Because that's what we need. We need a couple guys that can generate and just manufacture back buckets. Do I think this trade happens? Probably not. Because I think Orlando, if they were going to trade and do anything, they'd probably trade for Van Vliet because they actually want Van Vliet. So where I don't think they really want to play Russ. Although I think Russ would do a lot better in Orlando. I think the team suits him more. But I think they want Fred. Lots of great players that don't have rings. That is very true. Salute, everyone. What's going on, Butt Kicker? Appreciate you being here. Lakers trade might come down to either Raptors or Charlotte. It very well could. Very well could. Less than 100 subs to go. Let's get them to 8K sub, guys. Yes, I'm only 20 subscribers away. 20 subs away from 8K. So if you aren't subscribed, take a second. Just please hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button too. Really does help me out. Small YouTube channel, trying to grow, trying to reach heights. So I'd really appreciate it if you just hit that subscribe button. Takes a quick second. We can get Gary Harris and Terrence Ross, who are shooting really well from 3 this year, especially Gary, who was a 3-and-D his whole career. Yeah, I would absolutely love it. No complaints if we could pull something like that off. If we can make something like that happen, let's do it. We cannot win with Russell Westbrook. He just is washed, not the same guy he was 3 to 4 years ago. I mean, we did win with Russell Westbrook today, but I get your point. I get what you're trying to say. But he's just having bad shit. He just isn't a good fit. If I still think he could be a very good player in the right situation. I just think that our team isn't built for him. And I just think that him and LeBron are too identical that it's rough, So just get Russ to Miami. I actually think he would be really good in Miami. I really do. Y'all saw an example of how 3 guards could work when they can all shoot. When they can all shoot, definitely. With the Pacers, yeah, exactly. That's the problem is our guards can't. I feel like them 3 guys alone can provide more to us than Russ as a 6-man, and it can leave space for other trades as well, and probably take a first in a couple seconds. Yeah, I mean it comes down to price for 1 and 2. Yeah, like I said, I would not mind something like that at all. It's also about future plays. It's also about getting guys that not only help you now but help you for the foreseeable future as well, because we need pieces that can help for the next several seasons, not just this season. You need him to be better to go up against teams like Stephanie, the Warriors. Yeah, You definitely need more shooting. This team right here has not. It is ridiculous. Yeah, we are terrible shooting the three ball, like atrocious shooting the three ball. We definitely need 3-point shooting, and yeah, we do need Russ to play better, to be better. um, this team sucks because it's three good players not on this team because we have Westbrook. I mean, it just I don't like. I don't know how. Like, yeah, KCP, Kyle Kuzma would help tremendously if we had that instead. Like I said, I mean, you can't go back. All you can do is go forward. So yeah, if we could find some pieces and find some players to turn Russ into like, if we could turn Russ into like three guys, sure, I'm all for it. It just depends on the trade. We just won with Russ 2 road games in a row, and it would be 3 or 4 if the rest called fouls properly. Very true. Very true. Can't make Laker fans happy even when we win. Yeah. Let's see. Imagine how much this team would change if Russ gets traded. He's just inefficient and a turnover machine. No disrespect. He changed the whole team's pace, but he's too inconsistent. I mean, again, it just depends on what it is, because you got to remember, we struggle getting our big men the ball, right? And Russ has been that guy. Like Russ, almost all of Russ's assists come from like Anthony Davis, Thomas Bryant, all those guys. Like he is very inconsistent and it's frustrating. But the two things that he's not inconsistent in is assists and setting guys up and being a playmaker, as well as defense. He's been really good defensively this year. So those are two things that we'd have to address as well. So maybe if we get a Fred VanVleet or something like that, it's just things to keep in mind. Because if you just trade Russ just for the sake of trading Russ and you get guys that don't really make the impact, you could actually be worse. Because now you don't have that playmaking, you don't have that defense. And we've seen guys come to the Lakers, play really good elsewhere, come to the Lakers, and are terrible. So that is something you got to keep in mind. A win is a damn win, Tyler. I'm with you. I am with you. Your man's went 2-16 with 10 points. Russ was never a good trade. He had a rough game tonight, for sure. The issue isn't Russ. It's his $47 million. Exactly. But again, like I've said, it's not his fault. No, he was offered the contract. He took it. Be happy we won. Damn, I feel that. I do. Anthony Davis should be an all-star. Agreed. I don't know why he isn't. He should. Dude, he was playing like the best player in the world. I get he was injured, but you have other guys that have missed as many games. Like Zion's missed like as many games, and he's starting. We need Pat Bev to stay. Remember, Pat Bev hasn't missed a playoffs yet. The rate we're going, we might. But, yeah. We win because we have all three. When Russ is out, the team scores 107.7 points per game, which would be one of the worst offenses in the game. Yes. We need – I already got that one. Only if Pat Bev makes the clutch free throws would be better, but I'm happy to play good defense and win. Yeah, hey, I'm not going to complain about the win, but you got to make those free throws. You really do. You got to make those free throws. Y'all do realize whether he earns it or not, Russ is making more money than everyone in the league. Exactly. Anthony Davis missed 24 games so far. How the heck is that not an all-star? I think he was snubbed, no doubt. If we could only put one more trade package together, what are you choosing? A Russ package or a Pat Bev, a Lonnie Walker package? I think it depends on to me, it would depend on what the cost is, all that stuff. But let's assume it's the same price, right? I would rather do a Russ deal because I think, one, you're going to get more pieces in return. So I imagine that those pieces are probably going to be more impactful and maybe you can make up the production. Two, very likely if you're making those trades and you're making those pieces, they're pieces for not only this season but going forward, which the Lakers really need. We need to stop having this roster turnover. So I think that would really help. So I would look for a Russ trade ideally. 80 should have been out. Great facts. Who cares about Russ, what Russ is making? I'm glad getting paid. Stop that BS. Look, I was the same. I argued that point so many times. Like Russ is getting paid. He earned that contract when he got it. Lakers traded for him. He didn't trade for himself. I get, would we rather have, 3 or 4 guys rather than Russ, sure. But those circumstances are not Russ's fault. Him accepting, getting offered that and taking that is not his fault. There's not a person in the world that would have said no to that. And then the Lakers trading for him, he didn't trade for himself, So it's again, it's circumstance. Skill set is redundant. I feel like that too. I really do. This team can do better than Russ, point blank, period. We need to trade for a complete team. I think Van Vliet and Gary Trent makes us one of, if not the best teams in the league. Do you think if LeBron is close to it on the Thunder's game, it will be on TNT instead of the Nuggets-Wolves game? I do. Like, if he's like 25 points, because he's what is he, like 63, something like that now? So, like, if he goes for like 40 against the Pelicans and he's like 23, 24 points away, yes, absolutely. But if he's like 40 away, then no, I don't think they will. But they might. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. He's gonna get it either in the Thunder or the Bucks game. I still lean towards the Bucks game. I really think he's kind of just coasting right now because I think he wants to do it against the Bucks. So that's my guess. But I mean, time will tell. Felt like deja vu at the end of regulation. Seriously, man. Seriously, Zion missed 23 games. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if Zion is an all-star, Davis should have been all-star. Yeah, he earned his money. I'm just saying, if he plays like he did against New York every game, then he's worth it. Yeah, agreed. That, like, I mean, I said it in that live stream. Like, that's the Russell Westbrook we need. If that's the Russell Westbrook we get night in and night out, perfect. Can't ask for anything better. But yeah, it's games like this where you're just like, oh man, come on, dude. Any thoughts on RJ Barrett? He's getting benched and starting to sound unhappy. He's shooting guard with size and play 1 through 3. Wonder if we could do a deal for RJ and Kemp. I would absolutely love that. I don't know if the Knicks would do that because I really think the Knicks could get a pretty decent return for RJ. But if that is anywhere, like if you can give up bolts, like if you could do, whatever, Russ in 2 seconds for like RJ, Cam, and like Fournier just to help take Fournier off, or like 1 first, because if we're taking on Fournier, I'd be like, I only want 1 first. But you get a young RJ Barrett and a young Cam Reddish, might be worth it. It'd be hard to say no, in my opinion. I do too. I'm with you. I want Gary Trent so bad. You trade to the Pistons. Based on reports that came out today, it doesn't look like Detroit's trading Boyan. We absolutely need a trade in order to compete in the playoffs. I agree. I really think we do. I really do think we need a trade. No, we don't need a trade. I know that it's kind of on the fence with people, but we need shooting badly, man. And look, I'm not saying we have to be an elite 3-point shooting team. I mean, when we won the finals a couple years ago, we only shot 34%. Milwaukee, when they won the finals, only shot 35%. So you don't need to be elite 3-point shooting to win, but we need some 3-point shooting. We got to be better than 20%. OKC paid him, not LA. Exactly. I don't know about that, but lock them in a gym so they can work on those free throws. Seriously, for real. Got to get that together. This team is under 500, and Clown's talking about we don't need a trade. I think we need a trade. I mean, I wouldn't say all that, but bad loss to the Pacers. What a steal for the Lakers show. Yeah, man, I'm glad we got the win, but that was a little too close for comfort, in my opinion. A little too close for comfort. Let's see. Westbrook, 12% shooting, and he doesn't stop shooting. Yeah, I mean, like I said, if he's wide open, I don't mind it, but it's those ill-advised shots that drive me crazy. If the goal is to actually win in the playoffs, we need to add 2 more shooters. Agreed. I really do. I think we need that. I really do. Unpopular opinion, I really can't wait until post LeBron for just for a day one Laker fan. We need a refresh of good, solid players with shooting core. I mean, be careful what you wish for, because we weren't very good before LeBron. And depending on how things shape up, we might not be very good after LeBron. But if we can, if you put the right pieces around, why not? Are we not even in the play-in? You're saying we don't need a trade? Insane. You can get away with 1 more 2 makes it difficult to stop. I think so. Lonnie is the most expendable trade piece with value. I agree. JTA and Jones are no-brainers. Russ and Bev are tricky because they bring a lot. Getting scorers don't equal wins. Pels have a ton of scorers. Very true. But I think we need a guy that's easier. That makes things easier, in my opinion. It just comes down to, like I said, it just comes down to what are the deals? Like, and do they make sense? And more like, are they more long-term deals? 25-5. I'm all for it, KB. I'm all for it. Yes, I love it. Lakers in 5. I'm with you. I am with you. And then, and I'm sorry, lost my place. Bear with me for a second. Where were we? Oh no, there we are. Got it. LA needs a solid starting and closing lineup, a good shooting guard and starting point guard. That's why I really want the Toronto trade. I really think Toronto makes this great. The Lake Show coming in hot with $2 super chat. Thank you so much. List your top 5 Laker trades in order, like current trades. I'm assuming trades like that we could possibly make right now. Probably say Toronto number 1. We'll go best to least. I think Toronto number 1. I think Hornets number 2, because I think Hornets not only give you size, give you players for longevity, fill a lot of our holes, but also gives you future flexibility. So those your trades you like, okay. And then I'd say my third favorite, if we could get like Boyan and Alec Burke, that might actually be my second favorite trade, but probably that deal. And then I'd probably go the Spurs deal because, again, it gives us flexibility. I think it really does. I think you, again, get the trade exception, get Jakob Poeltl, get Josh Richardson, get Doug McDermott. That would be really nice. Something along those lines would be cool. And then depending on how much the Orlando trade is, Orlando would probably be number 4, but I don't think that's really viable, so I'm going to put that number 5 just because I really don't think we could do the Orlando trade. But if we could do the Orlando trade, then that's probably up there just because we'd get 2 scoring, 2 shooting, a little bit of everything. I see you said Bulls and Knicks. Problem with the Bulls trade, I don't think it happens, at least for Zach LaVine. I don't. I just think the Knicks have way too many assets that they could give up that we just can't match with, and they desperately want like a star. And look at what they were willing to do for Donovan Mitchell. I think they would just push their chips in the table for Zach LaVine. DeMar DeRozan, problem with DeMar DeRozan is he kind of gives you the same concerns that Russ does. Although, I think you could, if you run the right offense, I think he could work better. And then the Knicks trade, I like Cam Reddish would be cheap, but Cam Reddish has a big question mark. And I would love to get Cam Reddish, be a big question mark. If we get, I don't think we can get RJ Barrett. I don't want Julius Randle, anything like that. So that's kind of where I lie on those. But again, thank you so much, Lake Show. Let's see. All right, I got about like 12 more minutes here, and then I gotta get out of here. Gotta get another video up. Why can't we score in the first 3 minutes of the game, though? For real, I don't get it. Like I mentioned it earlier, like we've had, like, can we just play 48 minutes of good basketball a couple times? That would be nice. Sorry. Let's see. To be honest, I still think the Lakers and Knicks should discuss Walker, Jones, in a couple seconds for Cam Reddish. I wouldn't mind that at all. I wouldn't mind getting Cam Reddish. You can't have too many 6'8" sizable wings that can play both forward spots. Best trade package is to sit Russ and keep your picks. You can't sit Russ. We're not that good. Congrats, Lakers from the Philippines. Idol Lakers. Well, welcome. Congratulations. To the Lakers. It was great. It was it was great win. A little nerve-wracking, a little rough, but shout out to the Philippines. I have a lot of people from the Philippines, which is awesome. I love to see it. I love to see the global reach that we get with just the Lakers and sports. Westbrook is going to be traded after LeBron breaks the scoring record. I believe LeBron wants Westbrook there for the record, and then after that, it's time to move on. It just depends on when he breaks it, because the Bucks game is on the trade deadline day. So if he breaks it in OKC, then yeah, possibly. which that would be kind of a fitting thing, right? If Russ is the one that gives him the assist in OKC or in LA against OKC, like it would be an interesting moment, you know. Pat missed the free throws, but he made the three prior, and that sealed after, which should have been easy too. Even though he missed the free throws, there's a reason we're in the game. Yeah. Oh no, absolutely. I mean, he credit him. He did a great job. It's just you got to make those free throws, man. You got to. If he breaks the record versus the Bucks, it'll be in a loss. Bucks way better, unfortunately. I don't know. I mean, we beat the Bucks already once, but I don't necessarily think I do think we probably lose, but that's just because of history. So every time LeBron breaks some big milestone, the Lakers lose those games almost every time. Like if you go look at every milestone LeBron's broken, major milestones, his team loses the game. The argument is starting to become we should be winning despite Russ playing a neutral game yet. I hate watching stress big play. We get the win tonight. Go Lakers. Yes, I love it. Take the W. I don't care who the Lakers trade. Ham going to place 3 guards. So I'm hoping we don't have 3 guards. So we'll see. Man, I'm blaming Russ for us only winning by 1. Even Damian Jones can get more than 2 buckets on 16 shots. Yeah. Let's see. This man just named a whole new roster. Yeah, basically. Let's see. Sorry, trying to find something. Me. Bro, you asking for too much for next level. Talking to me? No. It's all realistic. They're all trades that are being talked about and discussed right now. If you really think just adding Gary Trent Jr. or Boyan going to take it to the next level, then folks be tripping. We need more than just one guy, but I do think that they could help tremendously. And if we get into the playoffs, you trust LeBron and AD to get the job done. You trust them to make it happen. Let's see. Bev, Lonnie, lottery protected 2027 to Toronto for Gary Trent. Hambo Cruz, even salaries being exchanged, $19.5 million, both sending 2 players. Deadline prediction will be sad to see Bev go. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't at all. I would love to get Gary Trent. We need Gary Trent. It's Russ' job to help keep us close. Brown and AD's job to close the deal tonight, and that's what happened yet. Why does Ham still go with 3 guard lineups towards the end? Your guess, excuse me, because that's all of our guys. Our 3 best guys are guards, unfortunately. Then Russ fans want to mention him he is in bronze category. Man, that superstar is going to a 16 in the regular night. I don't understand the Pat Bev hate. The dude shut down Buddy and then Tyrese in the 4th and hit a huge 3. Oh, no, Pat Bev definitely deserves credit, without a doubt. Just got to make those free throws. Instead of Bev, send Lonnie an expiring contract. It depends on what what you're trying to get. You have to match salaries. So if you're trying to get a Gary Trent, you'd have to send Beverley. I'll post to you. Rui isn't a 3. He's similar to Alford than Cam Reddish. Yeah, he's best at the 4. He doesn't have the foot speed, which is the problem. Me want to ask you a thing. Shoot, Sheldon. What is it? I love to hear it. That's why I'm here. The key to Russ, though, as it stands, the pass to LeBron for the 3 that got the lead and a trap on Hield on the corner with Dennis. Yeah, I said, there are things that Russ does very well, defensively, playmaking, those 2 things, night in and night out, no matter what. He's providing that consistency, which is good. But that AD block, we probably lose. Yeah, agreed. LA can make the playoffs. I absolutely believe LA can make the playoffs. You don't trade AD at all. He's one of the best defenders in the world. Plus, he gives you 30 or more. Yeah, you don't. You're never going to get the production that you need. Wondering who gets the blame once we trade Russ. That's my big question. That's the biggest mystery that I want to see. I really do. I don't want Russ traded just solely on the fact of who's going to get the blame when we lose. That's going to be really interesting. 1 3-shot. So that means he wasn't positioning himself for that shot where teams couldn't find him. It wasn't that. He had at least there were 5 moments that I can remember very vividly where he was wide open from 3 and they kept looking him off, and they went the other direction, or they turned the ball over, or whatever. It was just they just didn't feed him the ball. AD is the best defender in the league. You can't trade him. Agreed. When Russ connects on a long lob, it's luck. He's the worst long ball passer ever. I don't know why we would trade AD. He's literally arguably the best defender in the world. You can make an argument he's one of the best players in the world, if not the best player in the world right now. When he's playing like this elite level, Russ is low key selling. Love when Rui brought the ball up from half court in the fourth. Rui was like, just letting you know I can dribble too, pass me the ball, mofos. Yeah, seriously. Run some plays, set the guy up. Like, seriously. Drives me crazy. I don't want to see Beverley, Russ, and Schroeder on the court together. Me neither. So why would we trade our picks for Miles Turner? He got outplayed by AD, which has nothing to do because he's an elite player too. 3 in the world. Yeah, I mean, you know how I feel about it. I've been very open about how I just not big on the Buddy Hield and Miles Turner deal. Hield and Turner for Westbrook and second round picks is the best I would do, honestly. Yeah, the problem is you're not going to get that. They're going to want both first. And now they got Miles Turner locked up for the next several seasons. So the only thing I hate about Rui is his free throws. Facts. That guy's he's got to work on his free throws. He really does. Yeah, that drives me crazy. But yeah, like Josh said, everybody was bricking free throws today. It was a bad free throw day. But Rui has missed a lot of free throws in general. The issue with Russ is for the $47 million. He has to win his minutes by 3 or 4 when LeBron and AD aren't in the game. I agree with that. What's the problem with winning? Nothing. It's just they're just not playing him the way that they should. You got to get him some minutes. Like, I don't know, like, if you wanted to go small, instead of the 3-guard lineup, I wish that they would have put Winning at the 5, put LeBron at the 4, and then Rui at the 3, or vice versa. You could swap those two. But I would have rather have seen that than, like, LeBron and Rui and then 3 guards. That would have been better in my opinion. May coming in hot with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. No matter who we get, if Ham don't make plays for them, Rui just sat there for 3 quarters like D. Howard. Don't want to see Trent standing around like Matt. Dude, I am with you 100%. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter who you get if guys aren't, if you don't have guys giving them opportunities to make plays and have an opportunity, like, just in general. Like, you gotta set guys up. You gotta run plays for them. Like, Rui, his mid-range is absolutely butter. Like, why aren't you running sets to give him good quality looks in the mid-range? Why aren't you running sets for him out on the perimeter to where he could, give you a quick little pump fake, step in, boom, splash. Like, run some sets. He's a big, solid, strong forward that is really good at using his strengths. Like, why not post him up? How many times did he have position and we didn't even feed him the ball tonight? Like, you got to make that happen. But I agree with you. It doesn't matter if we go and trade for Gary Trent, and he's just kind of standing there in the corner for 36 minutes, like, that it's pointless. Like, we got to run better sets. We got to get guys opportunity. And that's something that we're just not doing. Just not doing a very good job on. So hopefully that changes. Hopefully we do better in that regard. But again, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Winning's not better than Rui. I love Winning a lot, but he's not better than Rui. Winning is a 4. Rui plays the 3. Yeah, but the problem is Rui's best at the 4. And Rui's played the 4 his whole career. We put Braun at the 5 because Thomas Bryant cannot defend. He's not switchable and doesn't protect the rim well. This was a game for Gabriel. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you wanted to go small, that would have been a great opportunity to put Gabriel in. Let him go and feast a little bit. Wondering what you think of Thibault from the 76ers? He's a sweet wing and looks like he's tradable. Yeah, so, like, I actually made a video a while back about Thibault. So supposedly, based on reports that came out of the Sixers camp, they just kind of want to give Thibault and a couple other pieces, Korsmaz, and there's another player. I can't remember the other player on the list, but I know it was Thibault and Korsmaz. They essentially just want to give them away because they want to get under the tax threshold. So if you can get them for like cheap, yeah, do it. Why not? Sorry, Tyler, but I need your superstar AD on my Knicks, please. He literally took the game-winning shot and then the game-winning block. Like my Knicks need that player. You got a couple years. You're gonna have to wait a couple years, but no, I mean, who wouldn't want an Anthony Davis, right? Anthony Davis is absolutely amazing. But appreciate you. How are you? Hope you're doing well, Knicks fan. Thoughts on Lakers doing a 10-day for Whiteside? I absolutely don't know why that hasn't happened. Like they should absolutely do that. Tell that to D Ham who plays Rui at 3. I agree. Well, that's why they were hoping that they could shape him into the 3. So they're trying to give him opportunity at the 3 because LeBron at this point in his career is best at the 4. No way you're getting Gary Trent and Fred. Is that what you're trying to say? No way. There's absolutely way. But is it like super duper likely? Maybe not. But it's not other realm of possibility. Don't be surprised if that ends up being the deal that happens. There's a lot of smoke building around that, and usually when there's smoke, there's fire. So don't be shocked. Like I said, don't be surprised at all. Preferable Raptors trade: Fred VanVleet, Gary Trent, Otto, and Boucher. Problem with Otto is he's out for the season after he had foot surgery. So he had foot surgery, and he is very likely he's not going to return this year. So that's the problem. But I wouldn't mind Fred VanVleet, Gary Trent, and Boucher. I'm all for that. Let's make that happen. I could absolutely get on board with that. Russ got a good game, but LA needs that $47 million to go get Fred VanVleet and Gary Trent Jr. I agree. If you could get Gary Trent Jr. and Fred VanVleet, you got to do it. If whatever it takes, you do it because those two guys are going to help tremendously. Those guys are going to help tenfold. And they're also pieces that not only help you this year, but help you for the foreseeable future, right? Especially Gary Trent. I mean, you could have Gary Trent for the next 10 years, and he's still in his prime. So that's huge, huge. And then May, how many subs are you from 8K? Let's get her done. I am 17 subscribers away. And there's 142 of you. I know for a fact there are 17 that aren't subscribed. So take a second, hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Hit that like button because that helps this after. Follow for Andrew. Follow the lead here who said I subscribed. Follow suit. Hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it if you just took a quick second and made that happen and help me get 8K. We are right there. I can taste it. So I would greatly appreciate if you did that. And also hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button on this live stream because it does help for also after this stream is done. But in general, again, thank you so much, May. I really appreciate that. And then I'm going to power through a couple more questions here, and then I got to get out of here. And then we will pick back up again. Like May said, let's help this man. Get this man a shield. Only reason why AD's not all-star is missed games. Paul George and Aaron should not be in. Fox should be in for sure. Fox should be in for sure. Fox has been fantastic. I get it, but you have guys that are all-stars this year that have missed as many games as AD, which is why I'm like, hope we still have something to talk about when Russ leaves. Yeah, right? Like, that's just going to be it. Channel's over. We're done. Like, something like that. That'd be hilarious. I just want Russ to be more effective. That's all. I'd rather win with him. I would rather win with him, too. I wish he'd be more effective, too. I would love to win a championship with Russell Westbrook, right? Like, how good of a story would that be? That'd be an amazing story. I don't know if we can. Is the problem. Genie paid AD $290 million after he won a championship, which I wouldn't blame him at all. New Orleans, yeah, and they're on it. This will be a 10-game losing streak. But that's a real concern I have against the Lakers because that they're going to show up and they're going to do everything they can to beat the Lakers. Everything they can. We need to have a really good, solid game against the Pelicans. Really good, solid game because they're going to be on a 10-game losing streak. They're not going to want to lose their 11th game at home. It's going to be tough. We can't play around. He'll be fine. He's trying to play through it. Happened last season as well. Yeah. I hope Russ trade ASAP. I hate these toxic Laker fans. Mark safe from getting burned by fans. That was good. And then, all right, let me rattle off a couple more of these, and we're gonna get out of here. Lakers should ask about Rubio. I just saw he's back, well-rounded playmaker right there. I would love Rudy. I've always wanted Rubio on the Lakers. Who do you think we get in trade at the trade deadline? I'm pretty sure Rob is going after Williams and shooting, right? Yeah, I mean that's what the plan seems to be at least. I really think it's either the Raptors or the Hornets deal. I really do. I think it's either some form of the Hornets deal or some form of the Raptors deal, whether it's Van Vliet and Gary Trent or either or. I wouldn't be shocked if he did multiple deals, but I think we get at least one of those two, personally. Yeah, the upgrade for something that can shoot consistently, and that was blown when they picked Westbrook. What's going on? Appreciate you. How are you? How are you? Let's see what else we got. Lakers should go after Trae Young, Bogdanovich, Russell Westbrook, Lonnie Walker, and both first. If only. There's a lot of talk about Trae Young maybe requesting a trade once the season's over. We're not winning a single game in the playoffs with Ham Westbrook tandem. I don't know. Never say never. Would love AD, TB, and Rui together when LeBron is out. TB isn't a great defender, but he still has a lot of size. Agreed. I just prefer this size. I really do. You like football. That's awesome. That is awesome. Knicks and Bulls. Yeah, got that. Bulls. I wouldn't mind the Bulls trade at all. Can we get Chris Paul and Jay Crowder? I mean, can we? Possibly. I mean, the Suns would probably love to move off Chris Paul's contract, but I don't really know about that. I wouldn't mind something like that. Malik Beasley. Tyler, great win and great show. Fred VanVleet, Gary Trent, and Boucher would require Russ and Max Christie plus 2 first to make that deal. Sacrifice Christie to make a deal a go. 50, 49 million money works. I don't think you'd have to give up Christie, and nor should you. Because, I mean, look, at the end of the day, these guys are both going to be free agents. So the way you look at it is take the first and enjoy it. We're not giving you Christie. Take the first and give us the players that you're going to likely lose regardless this season, and or keep them, and we'll just get these guys in the offseason. or when you're calling us to make a sign and trade, now you get no first or you get a first. So, and I think Toronto is going to do it. Thanks, bro. Agreed, Toronto up there. I just wish we could add Boucher and Otto to the deal. Yeah, the problem, like I said, Otto, I would love Boucher, Otto, and maybe we do. Maybe they do add that. But Otto, I really wanted Otto before, but now that he's gotten hurt, unfortunately, probably not going to happen. Would love to have to do with anything. Does that have to do with it? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm saying that with Brown Jr., Reeves, Christie, Bryant, Gabriel, Walker, and Rui, we have enough 34 to 36% three-point shooters on the team. Problem is, none of them are really shooting that way. But we'll see. See how it goes. LeBron breaks the scoring record versus the Bucks, where Kareem played his first game, and at Lakers home court where he played his last game. I can absolutely see that. Like that in my opinion, that's probably like the big story. But perfect. I was just gonna wrap it up. Perfect timing. I was just gonna wrap it up, Carpe. So I'll end it here unless I get another super chat in. Then I'll end it with that super chat. But Carpe, thank you so much. Love your vids. When I'm in the bathroom or doing dishes. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. Glad we get some of that bonding time together, right? Keep up the good work, brother. You know your stuff. Well, thank you. I really do appreciate that. Absolutely. That's why I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. I enjoy these conversations. I enjoy these live streams. I enjoy just hanging out. It's nice, whether we win or lose, being able to come on here, talk to all of you, have just fun, good times. And yeah, I'm very thankful, very blessed. Like I said, I'm glad we're in a position to where we can, have that connection, right? You can be going to the bathroom, doing the dishes, taking a shower, whatever, and get your content in. So I love it. I appreciate it. I love doing this. This is awesome. The super chats help tremendously. Everyone that's done that. Obviously, like I've been up front from day one. I want I want to be able to do this for a living. I want to be able to make enough money to survive. So, every little bit helps. And also, which is free, hitting that subscribe button. I'm 16 subscribers away from 8K. Hoping to hit 8K. It'd be awesome if we could hit it that tonight. We still got like 4 hours. So, hey, hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. But again, I really do appreciate that. Carpe, thank you so much. And just everybody that hangs out with me, everyone that's subscribed, everyone that likes the videos, everyone that just, even listens to me, whatever. It's a very blessed position. But I'm going to skate on out of here. I want to try to get a late night video up. So a couple things I want to talk about, some other news that is out that I want to address in case we get closer to something happening, especially because I kind of feel like at any day, I don't think anything happens during the trade deadline or during the, road trip, but you never know. If a deal's there, I'm surprised that they wouldn't do it. But and Snorlax, I see you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Even popping in, even whether it's a second or the whole hour and 15 minutes, whatever. I'm very thankful. But anyway, thank you all so very much. I really do appreciate y'all, and I will see you all